Hello and welcome to Tech Geek Gamers episode 71. We are your hosts, Rob, Chris, Mark, Corey, and Jason. In this week's episode, we're going to take a look at the next generation of Dungeons & Dragons. You guys are all from a kingdom.
What's the kingdom called?
The kingdom is known as Captoria. First
Captoria.
word I saw there. Captoria. I'll remember that. And what has happened is the prince has been kidnapped. And the king is calling for adventurers to help bring back his son.
What about a
And-
princess? There's a lady involved?
Let's go with
Problem with
no.
princess?
He
I don't
is.
swing
He's young.
that
He's
way.
like 12-year-old boy. He's
Yeah.
the heir to the throne.
Oh, so you guys are, everybody's looking at me now, eh? Because I'm the priest.
He's not. The king's scouts have determined that the trails of the kidnappers leads off toward the caves of chaos. Dun, dun,
no.
dun. Gonna need to listen well because I can't show
Well,
you.
I do have a listen skill, so let me
Perfect.
roll
Roll.
for that. I
Okay,
did not
tune me
listen.
out. Your ears actually just fell off. As you approach the first cave on the left, you notice the area to be rather tidy compared to the rest of what you've seen in the ravine so far. It looks like
Far left, hey guys.
it looks like there has been heavy foot traffic leading in and out of this cave. None of you are able to decipher how much, just that there are people have passed through here. You just noticed 4 goblins returning towards their home. Your owl reports to you that 2 goblins are running down the corridor. Let's roll for initiative and have a fight. Sorry, like he said.
I'm going to move along the slope, trying to keep low and out of the interest of the goblins that are coming up, and try and come down the slope into these bushes and hide in these bushes so that I can start sneak attacking them.
This is what we call a challenge.
Don't you roll and add your
You
It's
roll-
a challenge, my sneak against their
You roll your
detect.
dexterity
Yeah.
against
Okay.
their intelligence.
Well, I want to roll my sneak against
Yeah.
their intelligence, because my sneak is better than my dexterity.
Okay.
Oh, that ain't good. 8. But you know what? I'm lucky. So I'm just going to roll that again.
Alright.
Let's see. Is 16 any better?
Not that lucky.
It's not quite enough.
No.
Does your luck let you roll anything?
It's
You,
a D20.
you successfully make it to the trees.
Yeah. But they
Unbeknown
notice
to you, you did not make it there undetected. The goblins make a charge for Rubikai. Okay, first goblin will attack. Bounces right off your cloth. The second goblin actually ends up falling over into the goblin beside him. The third goblin gets his claws into your armor and breaks a couple nails, but still doesn't break the armor. And the last goblin decides to just chicken out at the last second.
Zarf sees his owl emerge from the cave mouth and quickly casts a minor illusion on his owl. Okay, I'll put an image right above the owl that looks like a bigger owl with very pointy teeth.
I'm gonna attack this dude.
What did you roll, sorry?
The
for?
damage.
13.
What was the total? 13?
Yeah.
13.
Okay, roll for damage.
Yes.
5 damage.
5 bludgeoning.
Nice.
Crush in that goblin's skull, and he falls to the ground. What would you like to do, Todd?
I'm gonna sprint
Okay.
over to this one here
Yeah.
You could probably
and
roll. Yeah, that's
swing my battle axe. Ghost.
9.
9 plus 6.
So 15.
15. Roll for damage.
plus
Nice.
3.
11.
11.
Your axe decapitates that goblin.
Does it split him in half?
No, not this time. I'll give that to you on a 20.
You play the most D&D. Did you notice, is there a big difference between this and, or is it just kind of the next iteration?
There wasn't much difference between this and 4th edition, probably. It was a little different, but more of the same.
More of the same?
I enjoyed killing people. That was quite fun. But I think I would take a couple more tries at this. I felt, I guess obviously it was our first time, so it was a little slow at times. But once you get into the combat, that's kind of fun. And when we did Heroes Quest, I mean, it was the same thing. I really enjoyed it. Like to do it every once in a while, but this isn't. I don't think I'd really get into this type of stuff.
Jason?
Well, I'm comparing this to Skyrim, which I recently started playing again on Xbox.
Fair compare.
And, what's great about this is that there's absolutely no limits to what you can do, and what sucks about this is that getting through 2 hallways in 1 room takes 2 hours, whereas in Skyrim it would take about 45 seconds to kill the same number of bad guys. So I think we also didn't really get a chance to get into the role-playing stuff in the non-combat scenarios, which I think can be a lot of fun. But I don't think it really matters whether you're playing 2nd edition or 5th edition for that. That's just going to be hilarious if you've got the right people around the table.
Nice.
So.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I don't know, it's a little, I like that it's social, but I'm not sure if there's enough hack and slash to justify the amount of time it takes.
Yeah.
Okay. Corey?
I loved it. I'm actually thinking about joining Mondays now. I like everything that you said in terms of, okay, thinking outside the box, let's try this, let's try that. I love that. I don't mind the fact that this took so long. I hate the fact that we didn't loot a single corpse. And I was going to ask about that literally like 10 minutes ago. I was like, can we loot corpses?
I actually thought about it in the first battle and then never thought about it.
As my first time, I quite enjoyed this. Again, it would have been nice to get a little bit further, but at the same time, I'm okay. I think it was pretty good.
So this is my first time on the other side of the table, behind the screen. The other Dungeon Dragon groups, I've been the adventurer. What I found interesting about the D&D Next is there's a whole lot of, the advantage thing was all over the place. And I was just like, wow, there's a lot of, is this advantage, is this disadvantage? And it seems to be like, that was more enjoyable for you guys. Because it meant a crappy roll wasn't always a crappy roll. And I think that's a good thing that D&D Next is bringing into the game. Fun little starter adventure. You guys happen to pick the right cave for level 1s. There was 8 options there. You could have actually walked into the Minotaur cave and that would have just been over real fast.
Wow.
So I thought it'd be a fun fitting one, but you guys did really well, which is sweet. And nobody died, which is also a plus.
Close.
Yeah, a couple close
Few
calls.
close calls.
Yeah.
But generally, I really enjoyed that. So join us next week where we're going to look back on Season 2, let you know our favorite moments, and we'll talk about some other stuff as well, I'm sure. So again, share us, like us on Facebook, plus one us, all that stuff. Tell your friends, and let it be known that Dungeons & Dragons is a little bit cooler than it used to be, and a lot less taboo. We'll see you next time.